Ah! Hi. Hello, 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 everybody. How's everybody doing today? Squatties, Success Squad. We are outside today. We are outside today. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Here where I live, it is such a beautiful day today. My goodness. I hope where you're at, it is just as beautiful as it is where I'm at. Squatties, Success Squad, Meganist. How are you guys doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to Megan, Duchess of Advocacy World Podcast, or Megan, Duchess of Advocacy, or, if you want to, we can go old school with it and call it Megan's World because it is Megan's World after all, right? So I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are hydrated. It's Sunday, so I hope you guys have had a wonderful Sunday meal. And if you haven't yet, I hope you will. Right now, actually, I have not even started cooking yet. No, I haven't. I haven't. And usually I start cooking about now, but I eventually will. So, how are you guys doing today? Of course, we have had a lot going on in the world of success, and we have had a lot going on outside of the world of success, but they always pull in, right? Even though it really has nothing to do with our faves, Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Success. Somehow, some way, they are going to pull those two in, right? Doesn't matter, right? They're going to pull them in. If there's something going on with that family, they're going to pull in the Duke and Duchess of Success, even though they have absolutely nothing to do with it. So I want to welcome everybody to Megan, Duchess of Advocacy, our live podcast, and we entitled these live podcasts. We call them Success Talk. Okay, our live podcasts are entitled Success Talk, and what we do during Success Talk is that we have a chat amongst the Success Squad community um, about our faves, the Duke and Duchess of Success. And I am your host, Special K Thoughts. You can call me Special K or you can call me Special K Thoughts. Whichever one suits me just fine. Okay. So if this is the first time that you're joining us, I want to welcome you. I'm going to go ahead and give this disclaimer alert for the first timers. Okay. So here is the disclaimer alert. Disclaimer alert, disclaimer alert, disclaimer alert. We here at Megan, Duchess of Advocacy, we are fans, stands, and supporters of the Duke and Duchess of Success. Okay. Harry and Meghan, Prince Harry and Meghan. Okay. We're fanatical. We are fanatical fans. We are big time supporters. We are loyal supporters of the Duke and Duchess of Success. Okay. We do not like those other royals. Okay. We just don't. And I'm talking about the other royals that live over there in the UK. Okay. That's who we're talking about. Mainly the ones that we're talking about are King Charles, right, squaddies, his wife, Rottweiler. Okay. And we're talking about Baldy and Bones, will not, cannot, aka Prince William and his wife Kate Middleton. We don't like them. Okay, it's not that we hate them; we just don't like them. Okay, we don't care for monarchs, and we can't stand royal reporters, royal commentators. So if that is not your cup of tea, then bless your backs. Okay, bless your backs. leave and don't ever come back. All right? I'm so serious. Every once in a while, I'll get an email from somebody who has listened to the live podcast and they want to know why. Why? Why do you talk so bad about the royal family? Don't you understand that Prince Harry and Meghan, they are a part of the royal family? I just don't understand. If you don't understand, then I've got nothing for you. I don't know what else I can say. I just got nothing for you. All right. So, those of you who are in the chat, I see you guys. Keep on chatting away. Those of you who are just listening, keep on listening. All right. All right. Success Squad. Squaddies in the house. We are a huge international squad. We are wide on all sides of the globe, aren't we? We represent everywhere. We speak multi languages. French squatties. I want to give you guys a huge shout out, okay? All of our Spanish speaking squatties, I want to give you guys a huge shout out, okay? All of the Caribbean squatties who speak in different dialects, I want to give you a huge shout out, okay? All right. We're international. We're an internationally known squad. We're an organic squad, aren't we? There's no leaders in the Sexist squad. I know that's hard for people to believe, but there really isn't. There are no leaders in the Sexist squad. This is not like a company-run squad, right? Um, there are no leaders. We're all leaders. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's see here. Let me get my slides up. If you are not a subscriber, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Just as long as you understand what this channel's purpose is. Okay. And go ahead and hit the thumbs up button as well. All right. Today's live episode, it's entitled Royal Shocker. Because it is a royal shocker. Okay. The news that dropped, was it yesterday? Is a royal shocker. To some of us, it's not. There were some people who kind of figured out what was going on, right? And some of us just had no clue. But today's title is entitled today's title. Today's episode is entitled Royal Shocker. But we're going to start off with talking about some positivity in regards to our faves, okay? All right. So, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. They are supporting the Kinsey collection. Okay, the Kinsey African American Art and History Collection and Foundation is one of the permanent institutions dedicated to research, interpretation, and presentation of the African American experience internationally. Okay, so apparently, the Kinsey African American Art and History Collection Foundation, they are showcasing their collection. And they did it in, I believe it was the LA area, right? And of course, our faves, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, was there. Isn't that awesome? That is so awesome that they were there. And Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, and I'm going to start using her last name, right? Because Meghan's last name really is the Duchess of Sussex. She's a married woman. And that is her last name, the Duchess of Sussex. It's kind of hard for us Americans, right? That's kind of hard for us to say the Megan, the Duchess of Sussex. Okay, we're just used to surnames, American surnames, I should say, right? But when you hear the Duchess of Sussex, you automatically think title, but the Duchess of Sussex is actually her last name, or we could just call her Princess Megan, right? Megan, the Duchess of Sussex, that's her name. Cope. Hmm. But at the Kinsey African American Art and History Collection, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex were there, along with some other celebrities and dignitaries as well. All right, so these pictures right here, they're all over social media. Um, Me personally, I like the picture on the right because I'm still trying to figure out who Cutie Patootie is, okay? And I'm not talking about Megan, the Duchess of Sussex, right? I'm talking about the cutie that's on the right of her. Like, who is that? I mean, he's a little young for me, but still, hey, it's okay to look. It's okay to look. All right. I like what Megan's got on. Okay. And I was thinking, because if you look at the picture on the right, with the handsome young man, his shirt has a flower design, right? And what Megan's got on, it's got a flower design. And if you look on the picture on the left, the African American woman, I'm assuming she's African American, right? Um, she's got on a beautiful rose, right? Pastel dress on. Beautiful dress. Everybody's referring to her as Aunt Viv, right? I mean, I just love that dress that she has on. I mean, it's like bam in your face, just beautiful. Okay, so I'm wondering if that was the theme. I'm not sure, or if just it's just a coincidence. But pictures are lovely, lovely. Prince Harry, he is just so handsome, isn't he? Just handsome. Seriously, if you're watching on your smartphone, if you're listening on your smart TV, a lot of people listen to this live podcast and watch it on their smart TVs. They go on YouTube and watch it on their 70 to 75-inch, 80-inch flat screen smart TV. Um, really zoom in on Prince Harry. He is so handsome, and this man just looks so happy, doesn't he? He looks so happy, and he looks so content. I mean, he really, really does. And I just have a feeling that Prince Harry, he loves going to events with his wife, Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex. This right here is a proud man. He is proud of his wife. He is proud to be her husband. I mean, really zoom in on Prince Harry. I'm so happy for him. I really am, because he's sacrificed a lot. Meghan has as well. Don't get me wrong, but you know he really, really has. But he just, I mean, he just. What's what I'm looking for? I think Prince Harry has finally, well, not maybe finally, but he's very, very close to coming to a point into his life where he's like, you know what? I did the damn thing. Right? He did the damn thing. And he's standing on his own 2 feet as a man. I just love him. I'm just having a Prince Harry moment right now. You guys feel me? Do you feel, those of you who are listening, do you feel me? I'm just having a Prince Harry moment right now, you know? But Beautiful pictures. Everybody looks beautiful and wonderful in these pictures, and I love it. All right. So, Mama Doria was there. Okay. Queen Doria was actually there. Okay. So, isn't that awesome? I mean, you see her right there amongst a crowd. It must be cold in California. I haven't been to California yet this year, but it must really be cold in California. That's why it cracks me up when those clowns try to make it seem like Megan is so overdressed when she's seen out in public in California. When she's got on a jacket and a scarf and all that, and they're trying to act like it's so hot in California. But if you look at this crowd right here, I mean, my goodness, uh, this person looks like they got on boots and a trench coat. You see the young lady with the boots, and it looks like she's got on a long trench coat. I mean, in the person that's on the side of Doria, she's got on a jacket. I mean, it must be pretty cold in California. Um, so you Cali squatties, let me know how the weather is. Like I said, March, like I said in a previous live podcast, March, I know where I live came in roaring. It rained like every day and thunderstormed like every day. But oh, is it okay? So I just looked in the chat, and Bright Eyes says it's colder than our usual weather. Okay, yeah, yeah, I figured that. But it was cool. It's cool to see that Queen Doria is right there supporting her daughter, and she's supporting her son-in-law, which is awesome. I had seen not too long ago another picture of Queen Doria. She was with two women. And she looked like she's, having fun, which is awesome. Continues to live her life. One thing about Queen Doria, give Queen Doria a hand clap, okay? Just give her a hand clap, some flowers, some roses in the chat, because with all the noise and all the chaos, and you've got all these derangers who are coming at her for no reason, right? Just making up all kinds of stories about her because they're pissed off that Megan won't have anything to do with her sperm donor. That's what they're pissed off about, right? Because Megan won't have anything to do with her sperm donor, and they don't understand why Megan would rather be seen with her black mother than her white father. That's what it boils down to, right? Right. So anyway, hand clap, roses, flowers for Queen Doria, because at the end of the day, she continues to be the Doria that she's always been. She continues to live her life on her own terms. And I love that about her. She continues to live her life on her own terms. Okay, she hasn't let the British press drag her and bring her down. And I love that. I just love it. All right. All right. So now we're going to go ahead. We're going to go ahead and, see, I'm already laughing, and I shouldn't be laughing, right? I shouldn't be. But I'm just like, it's just, it's crazy right now, right? It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Um, mm. All right. So, and I'm trying to do this, right? When we talk about this subject, when I talk about this subject, I'm trying to do this in with, I should say, a little bit of compassion. Okay. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay. Because I've lost family members to cancer. Currently, right now, right, I've got two family members that are dealing with cancer. Okay. And at the end of the day, even though we don't like that family, they are human beings. So I'm going to talk about the story with just a little bit of compassion, but not much. And knowing me, Special K thoughts, I'm going to end up veering off to the left anyway and just lose all that little bit of compassion. I know me and I know how I am. Okay. For those of you who haven't seen it, go on Megan Duchess of Advocacy channel on YouTube and take a look at some of the shorts that I have done. Okay, so then you'll understand where I'm coming from. Um, but we're gonna go ahead and talk about Kate Middleton. If you look at your screen, if you're looking at your screen, you see her pictures right there in front of you. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and talk about this. So news came out that Kate Middleton's got cancer. Right? She did a video. Um, I watched the video. My God, yesterday on CNN, they talked about it every hour. But I noticed today on CNN, they've really, really scaled back on talking about Kate Middleton having cancer. Now, CNN wasn't like that when Harry and Meghan decided to no longer be working royals. I mean, CNN ran that story every day, all day for like a week and a half. Okay. But so Kate Middleton, right? Oh, I hope you guys can hear me because it looks like my Wi-Fi is woo. Looks like my bars have been going low. All right. So again, because I'm trying to anyway. So Kate Middleton released a video saying that she's got cancer. Okay. Now before she released this video, there were all kinds of rumors and quote unquote conspiracy theories out about what's going on with Kate Middleton. Me personally, I don't think that they were conspiracy theories. I don't. I really honestly don't. I think every theory that was coming out about her was plausible, right? It was plausible. Okay. If people were saying that they're having issues in their marriage, I mean, that's plausible, right? I mean, she released an edited picture without her wedding band on and without her engagement ring on. So, I mean, that was plausible. I don't think that was a conspiracy theory, right? Right. Her having mental health issues, that's not a conspiracy theory. That's plausible because if she's having issues in her marriage, well, then yeah, she might be having some mental health issues. Okay. So that was plausible, right? If she was having abdominal surgery because she's got an eating disorder, I mean, that's plausible, right? There's no conspiracy theory about that. No. Okay. If she had a hysterectomy that didn't go well, there were issues, that's plausible, right? She's 42 years old. Maybe she had fibroids and had to get a hysterectomy and there were complications with it. So to me, they weren't conspiracy theories. All right. But again, Kate Middleton, she dropped a video saying that she's got cancer. Okay. Well, let me go back. Let me go back. A little early for that slide. So she drops this video, and of course, it's a shock, right? It's like, whoa, she's got cancer. Okay. kind of explains a little bit why she's been missing in action. Okay. But it does not explain why in the hell did Kensington Palace feel the need to release the edited photo of her and her children? Right? It does not explain why Kensington Palace felt the need to say that she was having a planned abdominal surgery. However, there was no cancer. Doesn't make sense. There was no need to add that part in, that the abdominal surgery was not cancer related. They could have just said that she was having abdominal surgery and that's it. Right? So there's just a lot of smoke and a lot of lying, right? Before Kate Middleton decided to let everybody know that she had cancer. They were lying before she disclosed that she had cancer, and they're still lying now. In my opinion, they're still lying. Okay? So it's just and then if you like really watch the video, you got to really watch what she says. Okay? But I don't like watching her video because really I don't like watching her. But all right. So, in my opinion, they're still not telling all. They're still not telling all, and I really honestly don't know what to believe. Okay? I really honestly don't know what to believe. What's interesting is, and we'll talk about it later, but a lot of the American doctors, you know, they're kind of seeing the holes in this disclosure. Okay? All right. Next slide. Okay, so everybody knows Victoria Newman. Well, I don't know if everybody knows, but for those of you who don't know, Victoria Newman, she is the editor of The Sun, British tabloid trash. I guess it's a newspaper, right? Is it a newspaper? And she was on BBC Politics this morning. And I mean, she basically let it be known. She let it be known that The Sun, a British trash ass tabloid, has been in consistent communication with Kensington Palace. I mean, she let it be known. Okay. And she stated this morning that, that they have been in discussions with the palace. Okay. They've been in discussions with the palace this whole time. Okay. So if you guys remember the big old story that came out, right? First, it was the video that came out. No, actually, first the story came out, right? And I think that was by TMZ, that Prince William and Kate Middleton were seen at the Windsor farm shop, right? And then, bam, a video comes out of those two walking, holding bags at the Windsor farm shop. And a lot of people still to this day do not believe that that's Kate, right? A lot of people still don't believe that that's Kate walking with William, right? So basically, with Victoria Newton, I think I called her Newman, but her last name is actually Newton. She basically says that the Prince and Princess of Wales, aka Will Not Cannot, knew that if they went out in public, they would be seen. Well, of course they knew if they went out in public that they would be seen, right? But if you really look at that video, nobody was paying attention to them. Okay. And the person that took the video was not a quote unquote journalist. This was just some random guy. Right? Well, no, I don't believe that the guy that took the video was a random guy. I believe in my heart of hearts that he was hired by the Sun. I believe that the spontaneous shopping at Windsor Farm was staged. I do. I believe it was staged. I believe it was staged and it was an arrangement planned by Kensington Palace and the Sun magazine. That's what I feel. All right. So the editor of the Sun magazine, Victoria Newton, she defends the video. Okay, she defends the video and she says that she was in discussions with the palace and they had absolutely no issues with the video. Yeah, of course they had no issues with the video because it was coordinated. Now, this is just my humble opinion. It was coordinated. It was coordinated and it was arranged and it was planned between Kensington Palace and the Sun. There you go. There you go. Keep in mind, the Sun, this is a British tabloid that Prince Harry is suing right now as we speak. Okay. Isn't the Sun the same magazine that had to pay Prince William $1 million, or I should say £1,000,000, that we had no clue that they did? Was it the Sun or was it the Daily Mail? I want to say it was the Sun, right? Murdoch owned the Sun that secretly paid Prince William $1 million. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Hmm. Everything that they do proves Prince Harry right. The invisible contract is in full effect. Okay. So, what did Victoria Newton get in exchange? Well, let me reverse this question. What did the royal family, what did Kensington Palace get in exchange for being in cahoots with the Sun magazine for staging this fake walkabout, or shopping, I should say, at the Windsor Farm? What type of deal was made? What did Kensington Palace get for agreeing to stage this video? What did they get in exchange? Bam. That's what they got in exchange. What they got in exchange for agreeing to do this fake ass setup arrangement with the Sun, allowing them to have somebody videotape them shopping at the Windsor Farm was positive press. Positive press and a positive image. Kensington Palace is leaking to the Sun. That's exactly what they're doing. They are leaking and they are briefing to the Sun so they can get positive press and they can control their image again because they've lost control of the image, right? Kensington Palace has lost control of their image. Okay, when you got the Associated Press and you've got all of these, credible news agencies saying that they don't trust Kensington Palace anymore and they are comparing them to North Korea. I mean, that was a huge blow to the image. Okay, you got the Associated Press and credible news media agencies saying that Kensington Palace is no longer trustworthy. We cannot trust anything that comes from them as a source. We can't trust it anymore. Right? So what has Prince William done? He has made a deal with the editor of the Sun magazine, Victoria Newton. That's what's happened. He's made a deal. He said, "Hey, look." Called her up. Of course, these are my thoughts. These are Special K thoughts, okay? I don't know if this is true, but I have a feeling it is. Somebody from Kensington Palace, their press secretary, their comms team, whoever called up Victoria Newton, was like, hey, we're drowning here. Can you help us out? Can you help us out? Please help us. Please help us. Our image is trash. Everybody thinks we're liars. Nobody believes anything that we put out. The world is laughing at us. You got to help us out. Rebecca English's stories for the Daily Mail about Prince William constantly bumping into her. It's not working. Nobody believes her. You got to help us out, Miss Newton. Got to help us out. 911. The prince is down. The prince is down. He cannot get back up. We're drowning here. My dad, my pops, King Charles, he's not helping us out. We need help. Somebody from the comms team called up the Sun, spoke to Victoria Newton. Victoria Newton said, "Hey, all right, well, you know what? If you want our help, get your brother Prince Harry to drop the lawsuit." Ah, Miss Newton, we can't do that. Nah, he's too thick. He's not going to listen to us. Nah, not after we threw his wife underneath the bus and sanctioned Jason Knopf to testify against her in her court battle against the Daily Mail. That's not going to work. Nah, we okay. If you can't get him to drop the lawsuit, well, you're going to have to give us something. You're going to have to give us something. Nobody in the world believes the photo with Kate inside the car and her mother driving. Nobody believes that that is Kate. So you guys are going to have to give us something. And the comms team is like, okay, we'll give you another picture. The Sun is like, no. We don't need another picture because nobody's going to believe a picture. We need video. We need video of Kate. So, in my opinion, they came up with this idea, said, hey, okay, we'll go shopping at Windsor Farms and you guys get somebody to videotape us. However, if we're going to agree to that arrangement, then we need you guys to constantly be on board and write positive stories about us. So the Sun is like, cool, we'll do that. However, you guys are going to have to give us stories that we can write about you guys. So ever since then, in my opinion, Kensington Palace has been briefing them. Look at this picture right here. Kate had emotional lunch with the king. Where would that story come from? Where would that story come from? What source would provide the Sun magazine a story like that? I'm pretty sure Kate Middleton has had plenty of lunches with King Charles. Well, I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. That story came from Kensington Palace. Okay. See how the machine is working? This is what Prince Harry was saying. See how the machine is working? Kingston Palace is going to brief and give the Sun a story so they can spin it as positive. Meanwhile, all of the other trash bag British tabloids, what are they doing? What are the other trash bag British tabloids doing? See, think about it. A lot of these other tabloids, they've lost interest in this story about Kate supposedly having cancer. Either she has cancer or she had it or just whatever, right? They've already lost interest because what are they doing? They're going back to the Harry and Meghan bashing. That's what they're doing. They're going back to the Harry and Meghan bashing. Okay, they already done lost interest in Kate having cancer or she had cancer or just whatever. Okay. They're going back to the Harry and Meghan bashing. Okay. But see, the Sun has made a deal with Kensington Palace. Okay. We don't need to know. Or I should say, because I'm an American, I don't fund the royal family. So I don't think the UK needed to know that King Charles had lunch with Kate. That's his daughter-in-law. Why is that a story? Why is it a story that King Charles had lunch with his daughter-in-law? Why? Why is that a story? Why should that be on the front page? Why? I'll tell you why. Because I'm told that if you open up the magazine, there is actually a 9-page story, positive, cheese eating story about Kate Middleton. They want everybody to forget that Kensington Palace lied, and they continue to lie. Okay, they want everybody to forget the kill notification story about that fake ass phony picture that Kensington Palace put out. They want everybody to forget the fake ass photo of Kate Middleton with her mom driving in the car. That is not Kate Middleton. I'm sorry. That's not her. I don't think that's her. Okay. They want everybody to forget that Prince William threw his wife underneath the bus. All right. They want everybody to forget that. They want everybody to forget all that. What they want to do is they want everybody to feel bad for Kate Middleton, and they want everybody to feel bad because everybody was talking about Kensington Palace and how much of a shit show it is. That's what they want everybody to forget. They're trying to guilt trip people and saying that people were wrong for having all of these conspiracy theories, which I don't think they were conspiracy theories. I think everything that everybody said was plausible. Okay, but they want everybody to feel bad for her because she either has cancer or she had it or just whatever the case may be. When there are literally millions and millions on top of millions of people that deal, with cancer or that have dealt with cancer or, that have had it in the past or have it now or have family members that have had it in the past or that have it now or have family members that died from cancer. Okay. They want everybody to have sympathy for her and to forget that none of this would happen if Kensington Palace didn't lie. Nobody asked them to release that fake ass phony photo. All right. And that's what I'm talking about right there. Because if you notice, if one British trash ass tabloid changes the narrative, then they all fall in line. They all fall in line. Okay. Victoria Newton said it herself. The Sun was the first to change the narrative. Okay. And I believe they were the first ones that on their front page talk about lay off Kate. Okay. But look, Sunday Times, Roya Nickel. Okay. Kate wrote every word to reassure the nation. Yeah, sure she did. Roya. Sure she did. Uh-huh. Sure she did. Yeah. She wrote every word. Mm-hmm. Sure she did, girl. Mm-hmm. Number one, why did they feel they needed to write this story? What is the purpose of this story? Why did they feel that they needed to let everybody know that she wrote every word? Why? 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 People did not need to know that she wrote every word to reassure the nation. Okay? Kensington Palace is leaking. They're trying to get control back of that image. Okay? Kate knew good darn well she did not write every word. Okay? All right. So back to what I was saying about how they're trying to, what I mean by they, I'm talking about Kensington Palace. I'm talking about Will and Cannon. I'm talking about Prince William specifically. Okay. They're trying to take back the narrative. They're trying to control their image again because right now, Kensington Palace image is trash. It's trash. The Associated Press and many credible news agencies are saying do not trust anything that comes out of Kensington Palace. They're not trustworthy. They got compared to North Korea. They got compared to Iran. Okay. Basically, you could say that you could compare them to Russia. All right. And what they're trying to do is take back that image and they're trying to guilt trip people into feeling sorry for Kate because either she has cancer or she's had it in the past. Many people believe that she doesn't have cancer. Okay. Me personally, I don't know. I don't know. She could have cancer. Who knows? Okay. But regardless, they're trying to guilt trip people into feeling sorry for her because she's got cancer. They want people to forget the fact that Kensington Palace lied. They're trying to make people feel bad, say, oh, you guys were wrong for all of the conspiracy theories. You guys shouldn't have been saying that. She had cancer. Well, people did not know that she had cancer. People didn't know that. And the reason why people didn't know that is because you guys were lying. Kingston Palace, you guys lied. And you threw her underneath the bus. Okay. So I was looking at some responses on X, formerly known as Twitter, and this person says, and all of these responses that I am reading are not squatties. Okay, they try hard to pull the Success Squad in the same way they try hard to pull in the Duke and Duchess of Success, right? Whoa, they target the Success Squad, don't they? Don't they target us? They target us and act like we scared. They act like we scared of them, right? That just like what's his name, Stephen Colbert. They act like he's supposed to be scared of them, right? That he was wrong for talking about the alleged affair between Prince William and Rose. Right? He was wrong. He owes Kate an apology. Yeah, okay. Good luck getting an apology from him. Okay. Good luck. But anyway, back to this post right here. So this is what somebody posted on X. Um, this is an X user, okay? And they posted, the palace lied to you that nothing was wrong, and then they went and blamed a woman with cancer for their own Photoshop error. And now they want the internet to feel bad. It ran wild with speculation over an error and scandal that the palace themselves caused. No. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. See, they brought the world into this. Not just the UK, but they brought the world into this. Okay. Another ex user posted, I like her username, Lisa Boo. Why is everyone blaming Blake Lively and Stephen Colbert instead of the ridiculous PR and her missing from her side husband? Okay, and this is not a squatty. I don't recognize this person at all. Okay. All right. Now, my understanding, Blake Lively went ahead and apologized. Okay. I'm not going to clown her for that. If she feels bad, then she feels bad. Okay. But I'm telling you, good luck getting an apology from Stephen Colbert. That's not going to happen. It just isn't. I love this post. This is another post by an ex user. It states, there's nothing quite so hypocritical as a self righteous royal journalist. Oh my goodness. And this is not a squatty. Okay. All right. It's not a squatty. Oh, I love it. Woo. All right, here's another post that I saw that I thought was really good. And this is by an ex user. And I'm telling you, these posts that I am sharing with you guys, they are not squatties. They're not. Okay. This person, excuse me. This is a person who posted something on X. Okay. I will not be scolded into feeling bad about my curiosity over a public figure's months long, clumsily covered up disappearance from public. Monarchy apologists trying to shame us all for taking an interest in Kate's mysterious absence can fuck off. You know, you know what Kensington Palace is doing, right? They are dangerously turning the world against them. And I love it for them. Okay. There may be a certain amount of citizens in the UK who will fall for that bullshit from Kensington Palace, right? Monarchists and people who love the royal family. Okay. People like that love propaganda. Okay. People like that love propaganda. Obviously, you love being lied to and guilt tripped. Okay. Obviously, you love it, but not everybody in the world loves it. All right. Here's another one. Now, this one right here, I read this post a few times and I saw a lot of posts that were very similar about this. And this is what I mean by how Kensington Palace is in danger of causing the world to hate them. Okay. This user, they go by Christina Lamb. Beginning quote: I watched Kate's moving interview about her cancer and her wonderful medical team while sitting 5 a.m. in St. Helier Hospital A&E waiting 8 hours on plastic chairs with a close family member who has advanced cancer. How can this be okay in the world's sixth biggest economy? hmm Keep it up. Keep it up. Keep portraying Kate Middleton as this victim. Okay, that she's this victim that deserves the world's sympathy. And how dare us question why she was missing in action? How dare us question why Kensington Palace was putting out fake edited photos of her? How dare us question that? Because she's the great Kate Middleton that's perfect and has cancer. So everybody needs to bow down to her because only she matters. They better be careful. But I love it for them. I love it for them. All right. We all knew this was going to happen, right, Squanies? We all knew it was going to happen. We all knew sooner or later one of the British trash ass tabloid magazines, or maybe even an American trash ass tabloid magazine, one of them, somebody, somewhere, who works for a trash tabloid magazine that writes about the royals, was going to come up with the narrative about Prince Harry going back and helping out, right? We all knew it was coming. It's like we all knew it was coming. Okay. So was this written by the Daily who? The Daily Wire? I didn't even look. I just cut this out. But somebody wrote an article and the headline says, after Kate's cancer diagnosis, William and Harry should reconcile and save the monarchy. Not next. Not no ma'am. No sir. Prince Harry is not going to go back to the UK and help his brother save the monarchy. Okay. No. What needs to happen is King Charles needs to grab Prince William by the neck and tell him he needs to get his shit together. Okay. But I don't think King Charles has any control over William. All right. So Lorraine King, I think she works for the Daily Mirror. I'm not too sure. But I thought this was a good post on Twix, on X. She states weaponizing Kate's cancer to attack Harry and Meghan is an all-time low. Sadly, we know this is just the tip of the iceberg because whatever Harry and Meghan does, now there'll be a hate piece about them angled on Kate's cancer battle. And before Kate made her announcement, they were already pulling the Duke and Duchess of Sussex into it, right? They already were. They were already pulling them into the shit show and attacking um, people that are associated with them. Look at the way that they tax Masan. Is it Masan Miriam? I talked about it during our last night podcast. Look at the way they gunned for him, saying that the photo that he put out, you guys know the beautiful photo when Harry and Meghan made their announcement about Meghan being pregnant with Lilibet, and Masan, he did the beautiful photo on an iPad. He was in London and they were in Montecito, and he was the one that took the beautiful picture of them. And of course, uh, those trash tabloid magazines attacked him, said that the photo was fake, that he had um, set in place the willow tree that they took the picture in front of was fake, that he put that in. Just all kinds of stuff. And what did Masan do? Masan released the original photo, right? I believe he's gotten attorneys, right? I believe he's gotten lawyers, right? Because he wants a retraction. I think I finally did get a retraction, right? But he also wanted an apology. I believe Victoria Ward of the Telegraph was the first person to drop a story saying that the photo that photo was fake, right? And they attacked another photo. I'm sorry, not another photo, but they attacked another photographer that has worked with Harry and Meghan. And of course, they go back to saying that the photo of cute little Archie when he was a baby, the Christmas photo, they tried to say that that photo was edited and it was fake. And Meghan's friend who took that photo, I mean, she clapped back big time. But they tried to bring that back up, and it's just a hot mess, right? It's just a hot mess. The way it's so childish and it's so juvenile. It's like, who are the people who write these articles? You got some really miserable bum people who write these articles. They're not journalists. No way, no how. They're not journalists. They're just gossip hacks. They've got to be miserable people. Got to be miserable and hateful. But pulling Harry and Meghan into it was happening before Kate Middleton made her disclosure. So there's going to be plenty more attacks on them. I'm pretty sure they've already started blaming Meghan for Kate's cancer diagnosis. I'm pretty sure it's all Meghan's fault. So those stories are not going to go away. They're just not. And this is what I mean by the shit show and the clownery and the buffoonery and just the over the top drivel. And I mean, you can go on and on and on and on. Okay. But you've actually got people in the British media, okay, who are talking, they're actually talking about censorship and cracking down on social media platforms. Okay. And they want to expose people like me and you as frauds. They want to expose people like me and you who question stories that Kensington Palace puts out. Okay. Like this user says, this user on X says, oh, they have no issues about trolls spreading lies about Prince Harry and Meghan. No issues. When trolls put out lies and misinformation about Prince Harry and Meghan. Oh, it's free speech. It's free speech, everybody. That's free speech. You can't get mad at free speech. Oh, but when it comes to Kate Middleton and Prince William, oh my God. We have to crack down on those people. We have to dox those people. And these social media platforms, they need to be helping us out. We've got to shut these people down. How dare they talk about our precious saint, pure, never puts a step foot wrong, Princess Catherine of Wales. No, she is untouchable. And I'm laughing, but I believe it's already started. This is serious now. I believe it's already started. I think they targeted somebody on TikTok trying to shut that person down. All right, guys. So it is time for our Shut Up Fool segment. But before we go there, I'm going to go ahead and look into the comments real quick. If you are not a subscriber, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, please. And everybody, make sure that you hit the thumbs up button, okay? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and look into the comments real quick because I know you guys have been chit-chatting away. Um, uh, I agree. So Marshall says Blake Lively should have stayed quiet. Even Kimmy Cakes didn't apologize. Oh, they're trying to get Kim Kardashian to apologize too? That's not going to happen. I'll be surprised if she does. Okay, so John Jenkins says, "Hello, Squatties, globally, Squatties. That video of Kate is fake. So you guys think the video is fake, huh?" Okay, so Leslie Ann Hector says, "I watched that video so many times and still can't see any flowers or trees blowing in the wind, not even her hair." Good observation. So Miss Adrian says her eyes were so small I thought she was drugged. She probably was. Is it Alima? Says the circumstances involving Kate remain dark and mysterious. Conflicting photos. Harry and Meghan are best to remain away from the UK. I agree. Please, Duke and Duchess of Sussex, you guys just continue on your path. Please don't come to the UK. Please, please don't. Yep, I agree. So Annie says we're still waiting for Meghan's apology. Damn mafia. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Is it Kennether? Kennether Ash says, I heard that Kate on the bench was AI generated. She must have practiced that announcement for days. She wasn't mumbling. You know what I'm saying? Like she wasn't. I got to give her that. She wasn't mumbling. Knowing Kingston Palace, it probably was a whole bunch of videos sliced and spliced together. She said one line, they were like, cut. And then when she said another line after the 10th time, it finally was perfect. They were like, "Whoo!" Can you imagine how many retakes they had to do? Seriously, they probably had to do like 1,000 retakes. It probably took them 18 hours to get that video together. Then SG123 says, in my opinion, until they do right by Harry and Meghan, they will not recover from all the lies. I agree. They don't see it though. Lady N says regular people out there were worried about her. Now they are bashing the regular people who worried. They will turn people against them, giving everyone their Meghan Markle treatment will backfire. It's true, and that's what I'm trying to say. Lady N says it more eloquently than I do. It's true. Regular people were worried about her. That's why I'm saying what people were saying were not conspiracy theories. Everything that people were saying was plausible. Every situation that people put out there in regards to why she was MIA, in regards to why they put out the fake edited photo, was plausible. They weren't conspiracy theories. They weren't. So Minnie Ruth says they better be glad for the simple fact that there are some people who care about her well being. That's right. Now they want Harry to clean up their shit. That's what Miss Adrian says. Alright. Still looking in your comments. I don't know what makes me think that Harry would go back. I really honestly don't know, Mashar. It's a hope that they will never let go, right? That's a hope that they will never let go. They will always hope and pray that Prince Harry will come back. They'll never accept the fact that he would rather be Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex's wife, than be their working British prince in the royal family, I should say. How you doing, Church Nelly? Masan Harriman. That's how he say his name. Masan Harriman. That brother did not back down. Kudos to him. And he's still waiting for an apology. Hmm. He's still waiting for an apology. He sure did. Masan shut that down. He was not playing. That is that man's livelihood. That is his credibility. Okay. They act like people afraid of the royal family. I'm still reading the quote. The comments. One thing I've also noticed too is that you'll see in some of the comments where some users will say, um, that Americans have no business commenting on what's going on in the royal family. And you'll see Americans who are non squatties clap back real quick. I love it when I see those exchanges. Like I said, they are dangerously turning the world against them. They really are. But I love it for them. And I really honestly do. I love it for them. I think so too. Kim Coates says, I think Masan is going to take legal action. I think he is too. I think he is too, because at the end of the day, it's like once you drop that out there, right? Once you drop it out there into the atmosphere, it never goes away. It never goes away, right? It never goes away. It's like it's like if you accuse somebody, um, say like if you accuse somebody of raping somebody and it's not true, and there was an investigation and went to court and the person was found not guilty, it doesn't matter, right? It's still out there. There's always going to be people out there who think that that person's a rapist. Well, you discredited this man's name and his profession. So I don't think he's going to let that go either. I think he wants them to understand that this stops now and it will forever stop. You understand what I'm saying? Because they'll do it again. Right? They will. They'll do it again. Okay. So I can't either. Coptic Caligal says they need to stop funding those lazy ass rules. They have enough yearly income to take care of themselves. Exactly. And eventually that is going to come up because my God, look at right now. They only got 2 working rules right now. Right? So what are they doing with all that money? What are they doing with all that tax funded money? All right, so Prudence says, I can't wait to see Stephen Colbert response to Rose Hannaberry. I had heard she had sent him, right? She had sent them something, right? Some legal paper or something. What do they call that? A cease to assist order, something like that. He's a comedian. That's not gonna work, honey, here in the United States. I'm sorry. Girl, I'm sorry. He's a comedian. He was joking. Oh, it's okay to tell all kinds of jokes about Meghan Markle in the UK, right? It's okay to say that she faked her pregnancies and right, and that she bullied Charlotte and that she did all kinds of things, right? It was a joke. It's funny. We're just playing. How about when the BBC released that, what was it, a cartoon or whatever of Meghan? First of all, they darkened her skin, saying that she was trying to stab Kate or something. Oh, that was a joke. It was a joke. We were just playing. Okay, well, over here in the United States, we joke and we just play too, and it's called freedom of speech. Okay? We love to tell jokes too. We love to play around. And for us, it's called freedom of speech. I recall him saying allegedly. So they can hang that up. Was it okay? That's what it was. I said assist. What did I say? Cease and assist. Special K thoughts, get it right. That's why I love you, squatties, in the chat. So Rory says legal notice, cease and desist order. Okay. Wow. So you know what that means, right, Rory? You know what that means. It means it's true. Okay? That's what that means. It's true. Okay, guys. What time is it? 4:38. All right. So now it is time for our Shut Up Fool segment. And if you are not a subscriber to Megan, Duchess of Advocacy, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And everybody hit the thumbs up button. Thank you very much. Shut up, fool. Ann Esther was telling me that she said there's a lot of fools and a lot of foolery going on. And she said she's sick of it. And I told Aunt Esther, I don't blame you. I said, I don't blame you at all, Aunt Esther. I said, who's the fool this week? She said, child, take your pick. She said, but I'm going to give you one that really got on my nerves. I said, okay, Aunt Esther. I said, who is it? And she said, girl. Kinsey. Kinsey's, is it Schofield, whatever. Right? Aunt Esther said she's tired of Miss Kinsey. Okay, she said she's tired, girl. She's tired. She said she is so tired of Kinsey. Okay, she's tired of her. I said, Aunt Esther, I'm tired of her too. I'm tired of her and her crazy ass eyes. But anyway, shut up, fool, Miss Kinsey. She's probably been featured on Shut Up Fool before, or maybe she was featured as Jackass of the Day. Who knows? So Kinsey, when she was reporting about Kate Middleton's cancer diagnosis, she broke down and started crying. Oh my goodness. She was crying. And she says that she's lost faith in all humanity. And then she slammed Kim Kardashian and John Oliver for making fun of the princess. You can't make this shit up. You really honestly can't. She is so unserious. It's like, girl, have several seats. Like, really? Kim Kardashian. Now, I've said it plenty of times on these live podcasts that I have no love for the Kardashians. Right? I don't. But Kim Kardashian, hey, you almost made me a fan when you did what you did. For those of you who don't know, I think on Kim Kardashian's Instagram page, she posted a picture of herself, right, getting out the car, saying that she's looking for Kate. And you know, Jim Oliver, he talks trash about the British royal family all the time. So they is not getting no apologies from no dang John Oliver, okay? And they're not getting no apologies from Stephen Colbert. Kim Kardashian, please don't do it. Don't do it, Kim. Don't do it. But this fool right here, this bug-eyed idiot on TV crying, talking about she lost faith in all humanity. Please understand me when I say Kate Middleton, Princess Catherine of Wales, is fair game. She is fair game. To act like she is untouchable is nonsense. Nonsense. Or racist. Or both. Okay. But at the end of the day, it wasn't so much about Kate Middleton. It was about Kensington Palace lying. Okay. And that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get us to forget the fact that Kensington Palace was lying. People weren't gunning for Kate Middleton, not really. People's frustrations and target was Kensington Palace. People were quick to say, wow, Prince William threw his own wife underneath the bus. Why is his wife editing photos when she got cancer? Why? Why is his wife taking the fall for a photo that they claimed that he took knowing she got cancer? Why? Why? That's what people were commenting about. Okay. So all this that people were targeting Kate and they were slamming Kate and bashing her and all that. No, people were bashing Kensington Palace. And people are getting sick and tired of people like this idiot, this bug-eyed fool, trying to gaslight us and guilt trip us into feeling sorry for Kate Middleton. That's not going to happen. There's millions and 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 millions of families all across this world that have family and friends and acquaintances or know somebody who either has cancer or somebody who is a survivor of cancer. Okay? Just because you're a quote unquote princess, you are no special than anybody else who's got cancer. So you're not going to guilt trip people into feeling sorry for her because her husband's comms team is incompetent. So stop with the bullshit and stop with the gaslighting because people aren't putting up with it. And like Aunt Esther said, shut up, fool. Now get the hell off my screen. All right. Moving on. So, guys, wow. The QAnon people have joined the chat. They have joined the chat. Now, you know, this is way out of control when the QAnon people have joined the chat. Okay, so plenty of you guys who are in the chat and plenty of you guys who are listening, you guys may be onto something when you say that the video of Kate Middleton disclosing that she had cancer or that she's got cancer is fake. Okay? Guys may be onto something. I don't know. I mean, I think people from QAnon, I think they're a bunch of quacks, a bunch of weirdos. But they're questioning this video too. Okay? Everybody's entitled to an opinion. Free speech. Free speech. Okay, so I saw this post on X, and it says that the QAnon folks have gotten hold of the video and they're calling and seemingly proving it's AI generated. Kensington Palace has lost this forever. All the lies they told, all the nonsense, all the bile just to sustain Egghead's ego has led them to this. Pretty bad. Not a good situation for Kensington Palace, right? Just isn't. And I love it for them. This is King Charles' reaction when he found out that the QAnon people have entered the chat and think that Kate Middleton's video is AI generated. He can't believe it. I mean, I don't know what to believe. I really honestly don't. And if you've got people all across the world who really honestly don't know what to believe, that's not a good look. It's just not. It just goes to show you how trash Kensington Palace's credibility is. Okay, and I love it for them. I love it for them. Nobody's gonna believe anything that they put out. Just reading the comments, man. It's like they got all kinds of people coming at them saying this is fake, lies, 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 and it's not just squatties. It's not just squatties. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about our faves, right? Let's leave the UK royal shit show behind for now because it's not over. It's not over. Okay? Because they're going to do something else stupid. They're going to put out another lie. And all this fantasization of Kate Middleton is getting on people's last nerve. All right. So, Archetypes now streaming everywhere. Yay. Okay. And apparently it was back, on the billboard in Times Square in New York, the advertisement. So that's awesome. That is awesome, awesome, awesome. And Martha Stewart. Did anybody catch this? Anybody catch this? Martha Stewart. I did not know Martha Stewart was 82 years old, guys. 82 years old. Wow. Right. I had no idea. I figured maybe early 70s, but I did not know she was 82 years old. But Martha Stewart, right? She was on Extra. I stopped watching Extra when they had Piss Morgan on there. Way too many times for me trashing Megan. So I stopped watching it. But I saw a little video clip of it with Martha Stewart on there, and Billy Bush was interviewing her, and he told her that Megan stated that Martha was an inspiration for her new lifestyle blog, and Martha Stewart, I mean, she put her hand on her chest and she said, "Oh, that she was very flattered by that, right?" And she gave Megan some advice, and her advice to Megan, the Duchess of Sussex, was that just make sure that you put out a good product. And Martha Stewart is right. Make sure that you put out a good product. Because when you put out a good product, you will have consistent, loyal customers. Excellent advice, right? Excellent advice. And we all know Megan, Duchess of Sussex, she's only going to put her name to a good product, right? So I can't wait. I can't wait until American Riviera Orchards starts uh, doing what they're gonna do. We all know it's gonna be some type of lifestyle, right? Business, but whatever product they recommend or they advertise, we all know it's going to be top notch. Megan's not gonna just put her name to anything, right? She just isn't. All right. So we have come to an end of this podcast. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. But before we end, I'm going to go ahead and go back into the comments to see what you guys are talking about. Hi, Cookies and Cream. So, Cookies and Cream says the Unrules opened up a Pandora's box when they allowed the Successes, particularly Megan, to be disrespected, dehumanized, marginalized. The Unrural family made it open, season all the Unrules. It's true. It is so true. Thank you for your comment, Cookies and Cream. That's absolutely true. And that's what I meant by Kate Middleton, Catherine, Princess of Wales, whatever. She is fair game. She is fair game. She was fair game before Prince Harry married Meghan, right? They forgot about that. They forgot about the history of how they used to target her. She's fair game now. When you put out lies and then attack the public because they commented on the lies that you put out, that's not going to work. It's just not going to work. It's like you're attacking your consumer base, all in the name of the royal family, all because you want access to the royal family. That's ridiculous. Yep, Maria, I agree. Maria says we need to pray for Harry and Meghan. Boney Mighty says I had breast cancer 5 years ago, and all the treatment it didn't stop me shopping, housework, in between the pains. Absolutely, absolutely. And thank you for sharing your story, Boney Mighty. Thank you for sharing your story. And that's what I mean by there are millions of millions on top of millions of people that are dealing with cancer, that have cancer, and they go to work every day. They take care of their families. You know, they deal with the daily life of living. Life goes on. I'm sure they have their horrific days and their bad days and their good days. You have a lot of cancer survivors. That's why a lot of people are questioning, does she really have cancer? Because people are questioning the preventive chemotherapy, you know, term, just a lot of questions. A lot of questions people still have. My experience with certain, like I said, right now I've got two family members that have cancer. They actually have cancer. Um, One is going through radiation treatment, chemotherapy, and the other one takes a pill. Okay. So there's all different kinds of cancer, different stages. We don't know what stage she's at, if she has cancer. There's just a lot. It's just that what I've seen, what the experience has been for me is that family member finds out that they have cancer. Okay. And surgery is done, and they hope and they pray during the surgery that they get it all out, right? They hope that they get it all out. And after the surgery, there's a CAT scan, MRI done, right? To see if it's all out. Also, blood work is done, and something about, if I guess it's the PSI levels are like 4 and above, then they didn't get it all out. I mean, not everybody's experience is the same, and I'm not going to sit here and act like I know everybody's experience is the same, right? But um that's basically what's been my experience. So I just think they kind of messed. I think they people started questioning this whole Kate Middleton issue immediately when they said that she was going to have a planned surgery that was non-cancerous when she had already scheduled events, right? So how can you have a planned surgery and you schedule events right after your planned surgery, knowing because of your planned surgery you was not going to be able to attend those events, and then you added that statement that the planned surgery was non-cancerous. So people, and then on top of that, that she stayed in the hospital for 14 days. These family members and friends too that I know that have had cancer and had surgery, girl, they was not in no hospital for no 14 days. Okay. So all I'm saying is right from the beginning, people were questioning what was really going on with her. All right, I'm back into the comments. Yep, I believe so. I believe this. So, Truth of Dilly says Megan has style in class. Her products will be quality. You know what product I'm most looking forward to is the wine. All right. Yep. So Gracie says that's right. Princess Megan will put her name to great products. And ready to get some stuff for myself. Me too. Oh, is that a lie? I was looking for the quote. So Boney Money says they lie. Megan didn't say anything that she want to be like Martha Stewart. I was looking for the quote. It's my understanding she said Martha Stewart inspired her, right? But I gotta find the quote. Who did she say that to? But Martha Stewart would be a good inspiration though, because Martha Stewart, hey man, that's a boss. You know what I'm saying? I was watching something about her on CNN. CNN had done like a oh, what would you call that? Not a showcase, but CNN had done like a not a documentary, but they had done like this episode about her whole life. And it was really, really good. I mean, it was really good. Now Martha Stewart was she was cute back in her heyday now. She was real pretty back in her heyday. I mean, she's modeled, she's done all kinds of stuff. But and then we all know she ended up having to go to prison. But she survived. You know. I'm still looking in the comments. So Success Love says, I think the video was AI because Kate never spoke that eloquently in her entire life. I have to admit, a bit taken back by how eloquently she was talking. I was just like, this is Mumbelina? Like for real? And that's what I mean by like it must have took them like 18 hours to do it. Cause how many retakes did they have to do? Like I know they had to slice and splice that video together. So Vanjie says Martha was a stockbroker before she started her business at the recommendation of her father-in-law. Wow, see, I must have was eating dinner on one part. I didn't see that part. But isn't that why she went to prison though? Isn't that one of the reasons why she went to prison because she dumped all of her stock or something? Age Night says maybe Rose has been giving her speech lessons. Didn't I read somewhere that Prince William made her take some speech lessons because of Megan? I thought I read that somewhere. Wow, yeah, you guys really believe it's a deep fake, huh? You guys really believe that the video is a deep fake? Hmm. Okay, yeah. Okay, that's what I thought. So H Knight says, yeah, insider trading. You think so? So Lorna says, I think Kate found out something when she saw that ambulance visit December 28th. They scheduled surgery January 17th, and Kate is using preventive chemo thing to delay her official separation announcement. Could be true. I think both things could be true at the same time. I think she could have cancer, but their marriage is in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Their marriage is in trouble and she has cancer. I think it both can be true. It's just really odd to me that if Prince William is such the supportive husband, that he would have okayed for her to take the fall for the photo that he took. All right, squaddies. We're going to go ahead and end this podcast. But before we end, I want to thank Miss Lydia Washington, channel member, for the donation. Thank you. Thank you so much. Miss Lydia says, love the new opening. Got to give props right at the start. Bravo, Special K. Well, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Um, Miss Alice, thank you for the donation. And Miss Alice says, you're right. The palace continues to tell lies. They lying now. Whatever they putting out right now, they lying. They lying, 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 lying. Gracie, thank you so much for the donation. Appreciate it so much. Oh wow. And is it Miss or Mr. Nanau? Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for the donation. Much, much appreciated it. We appreciate all the donations and we appreciate everybody's support for this channel. And I hope you guys are enjoying these live podcasts. Um, our faves, they're just continuing what they always said that they were going to do, right? They said that when they left the royal family, that they were going to continue a life of service. And that's what they're doing. And I'm so happy for them. So we still have to look forward to Megan's new business coming out called American Riviera Orchard. And of course, we've got the podcast that will be coming out soon, I hope. I can't wait for that. And we definitely will be looking forward to Prince Harry. Oh my gosh. Prince Harry's got something coming up. What does Prince Harry have coming up? It has something to do with Better Up. Oh, I forgot to put that in the live podcast. If somebody puts it in the chat, awesome. But he does have something coming up. I believe it's with Better Up, if I'm not mistaken. So that's gonna be awesome. I mean, it's good. It's good to see that our faves are continuing to do service. Like they said, service is universal. And I'm glad that they are not a part of the foolery that's going on with those other royals, but trust and believe they're going to continue to try to pull them in. Okay? They are going to continue to try to pull them in. There's going to be stories coming out that Prince Harry wants to come back, but Meghan won't let him. There's going to be all kinds of stories like that. Right? But like Kim Peaches says, Harry and Meghan, they keep winning and they're playing fair. They really, really are. So and it's also good to see that Meghan's mom is always around and she's supporting them. She's supporting them and she's there for them. So that's awesome. All right, guys. We're going to go ahead and end this podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you are not a subscriber on Meghan Duchess's, let me slow down. If you are not a subscriber on Meghan Duchess of Advocacy, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Everybody, make sure that you hit the like button for this episode. You can follow us on YouTube. You can follow us on Instagram. Our Instagram page is blowing up, so you can follow us there. You can follow us on TikTok. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. On TikTok, it's not called Meghan Duchess of Advocacy, though. It's called Special K Thoughts. So look up Special K Thoughts, and you can follow me on not Instagram. I'm sorry. You can follow me on TikTok as well. We're also on Apple and Spotify podcasts, and of course, you can follow Meghan Duchess of Advocacy on X, formerly known as Twitter. Okay, guys, are you guys ready for our Rebel Yell? Are you ready? I'm ready. I'm ready for the Rebel Yell. All right, so here we go. Before we do it, let me pick which video I'm going to play for the outro. Okay, I got it. All right. You guys ready for the Rebel Yell? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Continue to wear the SS on your chest because you know that squatties are the best. Yes, yes, yes. We are the best squatties. All right, guys. Don't forget to hydrate, feed the chickens. What else? What else do we say? My wife, my husband. Don't forget to hydrate, moisturize, right? All right, guys. My name is Special K Thoughts. I love you, squatties, and I will see you guys soon. All right. All right. Bye, guys.